Hey, this is Majanani. Here's some comic reviews for you. First up is Teen Titans. Now, the Teen Titans it's a decent issue. They basically are, going to the well again with Robin, or I should say, Damien's storyline with, is he going to be the son of, is he going to be the world's greatest detective, or is he going to go to the side of the demon, or in a sense, become like the heir to the assassins? And they added a little bit more lore to that about like who he was dealing with back when he was with his father. I mean Ra'al Ghul, and there's a group of assassins that he was leader of, and it's basically in order to graduate they have to kill a target, and they picked conveniently enough the Teen Titans, and there's a reason specifically for each of them, and that's why when Damien found out about it, he specifically went after those people to pull them together to form the team to fight off the group. Now, overall, I mean, it was a decent read. The story was good. The art was decent. The fighting was okay, but it was very brief. The key thing to this story is, I guess you can say, there's a problem of trust in that none of the Teen Titans trust Damien, and which is fair. He did kidnap them, so to speak. And they know he's hiding something. But, it's like you can kind of understand what he's hiding in this sense. Because he is, he knows more about what's going on than what he's leading on. And, but overall, I thought the issue was good. I'm actually looking forward to the fight later on that's going to come. It was an overall decent read. I mean, it's better than average, but not by far the greatest book of the week. But it was entertaining. Batman Detective, 945. All right, what we're doing is dealing with the ramifications of the attack from last issue. Batman's giving psych evaluations to all of his team. Stephanie, the spoiler, is having the most problems with it because of she's got some issues, and she's blaming Batman for Tim Drake's death, and it's basically snowballing. So she really does need somebody to talk to. But this is basically just a transition issue to get to the big fight later on. Overall, I mean, it's a decent read. It's I would say it's average, but it's a little bit. Right, I'll say probably a little bit better than average, but don't expect a lot from it, because again, this is more of a setup issue. The art was good. Overall, I was very, very satisfied with it. I think the quality of the story, in terms of what's been happening since Rebirth, Detective has done a fantastic job at reinventing itself in the sense of getting back to being great stories again. Titan. Now, Abracadabra Kadabra is basically, if you remember, captured everybody, put them in death traps, and Wally West has to save everybody. But if he uses his speed, he's going to basically be absorbed by the Speed Force. And, he does what he needs to do, which we all knew what he was going to do. I don't know, to me, this was too much expected. I mean, it was basically everything that I thought would happen. He's going to obviously try to save everybody. He's not going to only save one person and call it a day. And the end was also exactly what you would think it is. So to me, there was nothing special about it. The art was okay. The story was just okay. It didn't even really make me want to read the next issue, because we all know that no matter what death trap Wally is in, he's going to get out. And I think that's part of my problem, in that it didn't have anything extra to draw me in to make me really get excited about it. I'm still on board with the Titans, it's just that I was just rather disappointed with this issue. Alright, Mighty Thor. This is a setup issue for the big fight between the Dark Elf, Loki, freeing of the Queen, things like that. And they're reintroducing those Warriors of the Realm type thing. And for those of us who don't remember who they are, they basically split them up into teams so this way you can get an idea of who they are. There's a little blurb about them. Let each of them have a chance to have a personality to show through shine, so to speak. The art was okay, but I think occasionally there were panels here and there where the facial expressions didn't really match the scene. So that was rather disappointing and distracting. Next issue is what I really want to read, because that's the one where it ends and you're just like, okay, I want the next issue. This issue here, it's just transition, but it's an important one because there's so many characters that we haven't seen in a while. So it's nice to have like a little refresher of who they are. Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur. I really like this book, but to me, what it seems what they're doing is, for example, there's a hierarchy of who's smart, meaning Reed Richards, Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, Amadeus Cho. Now, to me, it seems like they're going out of their way to say, okay, that hierarchy doesn't matter anymore. It's Moon Girl. She's the smartest. We're pushing her to the very top of the list, and we don't care how or what happens or people, your reaction. We don't care about anything because because of the spirit of diversity, you can't have certain the old guard, so to speak, be the best, the smartest, the fastest, the strongest, the most intelligent any longer. They all have to take place of somebody who's more diverse, is what it looks like. Because if you look at what's happening in the Marvel Universe, like Thor's gone, replaced by female. Hawkeye technically is he's on Occupy Avengers now, but there's a new Hawkeye who's female. Hulk is gone, dead, replaced by She-Hulk. And the amazing Hulk, who's Asian. Then you have Tony Stark, who is no longer around, who's replaced by another female. It's all they're basically doing is they're just replacing all their key characters with females or people of different ethnic backgrounds. And to me, this is what this issue is here. It's clear. How could a young kid be smarter than Reed Richards or Tony Stark or Bruce Banner, when she doesn't have the experience to back it? There has to be theories, there has to be equations, there has to be just basic knowledge that she could never have gotten because of her age. So I think that, and just by saying, well, she completed this test that Bruce Banner made, and since Bruce couldn't do it, she's obviously the most smartest person now. To me, it just seems like, I kind of, I don't mind diversity, but I kind of want a mix of the old Marvel Universe and the new Marvel Universe. I don't want everything replaced. And that's why I'm kind of, throwing my hands up, because it's like, you're just, this is a great book. This is a great story. It deserves life, and because it's different. And you kind of, I think you're kind of alienating people by going, okay, what you knew is wrong. This is the new status quo, and this is the status quo because we have a quota to fill, because we're not doing a good enough job for diversity. So we're changing everything. That's why I think DC did it better with their diversity, by just changing a little bit here and there and slowly introducing everything, rather than plastering all new, all different, and everything old is gone and everything and it's all new. But so, and then they're throwing guest stars everywhere. The Thing is at the end of this, but he's going to be playing a part in the next issue. You have the Hulk, Amadeus Cho's Hulk, and it's just kind of like, it's like you can tell that it needs help, so they're throwing all these other characters in. But I don't know. It's hard for me to recommend the book now, the direction it's going. But I don't know. I'm still gonna buy it for now. But anyways, let me know what you guys picked up, what you guys liked, didn't like. We'll have some more stuff later. And till next time.